Hello everyone! Welcome to Native Man Math Tutorial wherein you can find free mathematics Tagalog tutorial. Ang content ng video lesson na ito ay General Mathematics and this is for grade 11. This is under Term 1, Week 3 of the Strengthened Senior High School Curriculum. For today's video lesson, we are going to discuss the introduction to sequences. So what is a sequence all about? Before I discuss this lesson, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe for more video lesson. So what are you waiting for? Let's begin! The learning competencies of this lesson are: first, describe patterns by inspection, including patterns in art and nature. Second, determine the next term of a given pattern, including the Fibonacci sequence. Third, identify the rule of a given pattern. And fourth one, illustrate the attributes of arithmetic and geometric sequences. And for the objectives, at the end of the lesson, you will be able to: number 1, identify patterns found in art and nature. Number 2, describe a sequence. Number 3, classify sequences as finite or infinite based on their structure and number of terms. Number 4, determine the next term of a given sequence, including a Fibonacci sequence. And number 5, describe the rule for finding the next term in a sequence. Okay, so let's start discussing what is a sequence. Sequence is a list of numbers or objects arranged in a specific order following a rule. So what does it mean with this definition of sequence? It says here that a list of numbers, or it is a set of numbers, but it is not just a set of numbers or list of numbers. It should follow a rule, or it should arrange in a specific order. Okay, so sequence can be presented using numbers or objects. So let's have examples of sequence using numbers. So we have examples here. Number 1, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. So meron po ba tayong pattern? Or do we have a rule in our sequence? Yes, meron po tayong rule dyan. Okay, so we just add number 2 to the given number to get the next number. Okay, let us say 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 2 is 6, and 6 plus 2 is 8, and so on. So meron po siyang pattern. How about number 2? 3, 6, 9, 12. Do we have a pattern here? Yes, by just adding 3 to the number to get the next number. How about number 3? We have 1, 4, 9, 16. Do we have a rule here? So, eto, hindi po tayo mag-a-add ng number dito. Because if you add number, iba-iba po yung i-add natin. Okay. So here, ang difference between 1 and 4 is 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. But 4 plus 3 should be 7. But the next number here is 9. So ano kaya yung pattern dito? What is the rule? So here, the rule here is we just square the counting numbers. Let us say the first counting number is 1. 1 square is equal to 1. Okay? How about the second counting number? That is 2. 2 square is equal to 4. The next number is 3. 3 square is equal to 9. The next number is 4. 4 square is equal to 16 and so on. So here, ang rule po dito ay squaring the counting numbers. Okay? And so on. So later, we're going to discuss more about the sequence using numbers. So we will discuss first another sequences using objects. Sequence can be presented using nature. So what are the different examples of sequence in our nature? So we have first one, the sunflower. Okay, notice here, dito po sa ating sunflower, there is a pattern or there is a rule. Okay? So, halos, notice here, meron po siyang pagkakapareho sa petals ng flowers. How about pine cone? Do we have a pattern here? Yes. And also, the pineapple eye. Notice here, sa ating pineapple, there is a pattern. Okay? And the seashell. Okay, so yung seashell, notice here, napakaganda yung kanyang pattern. Okay, so these are the applications of sequence in our nature. Okay? How about sequence using art? So lahat po ng art na ito ay man-made. Okay, we have geometric mosaic patterns. Here, it follow a rule o meron po siyang order or arrangement. The second one is architectural arcs. The third one, this one, decorative carvings. And the last one ay window grills. So lahat po ito ay represent a sequence and those are man-made sequence. Okay, to understand more about sequence, we need to know the different key terms of a sequence. So what are the key terms of sequence? We have number 1, term. Number 2, position or index. Number 3, notation. And number 4, rule or pattern rule. And another more to learn about sequence, we have the different types of sequence. We have Fibonacci sequence, arithmetic sequence, and geometric sequence. So lahat po ito, we're going to discuss one by one para maintindihan po ninyo. Okay, let us discuss the key terms of sequence. The first key term is term. So what is this term all about? It's number in a sequence. So in our sequence, we have, for example, number 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is a sequence. Now, alin dito yung tinatawag na term? So yung number 2, number 4, number 6, and number 8, those are the terms. So we call this one as first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and so on. So ito po yung mga different terms. And also, how about letters? So the letters also are terms. Let us say, first term is A, second term is B, third term is C, and fourth term is D. So ito po yung mga different terms. The next key term of a sequence is position or index. So what is this all about? The place of a term in the sequence usually counted as first term, second term, and so on. So again, when we say position or index, that is the place of a term in the sequence. Let us consider these sequences again. For number 1, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. So ano po yung mga position ng term sa sequence? Let us say the first term is 2. So 2 is the first term. Then 4 is the second term. 6 is the third term. 8 is the fourth term. So yung una, pangalawa, pangatlo, pang-apat na term, yun po yung tinatawag na position. Again, in English, first term, second term, third term, and fourth term. How about if the given is letter? Let us say the sequence is A, B, C, D, and so on. So here, yung pinakang una ay A. So A is the first term. Okay? The second term is B. The third term is C. The fourth term is D, and so on. Okay. So yan po yung ibig sabihin ng position in a sequence. Another key terms of the sequence is notation. So what is this notation all about? It is a symbol that represents a term or a number in a sequence such as a sub 1 for the first term, a sub 2 is the second term, and etc. In general, a sub n denotes the end term of the sequence. Okay, so notation, ito po yung symbol that we are going to use to represent the first term. The first term is a sub 1, the second term is a sub 2, the third term is a sub 3, the fourth term is a sub 4, and so on. Now, for the general term of the sequence, we have a sub n. A sub n denotes the end term. Okay, let's have an example here. We have two terms here, or two sequences rather. For number 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. So 2 is the first term, okay? Or 2 is a sub 1. So the notation of first term is a sub 1. 4 is a sub 2. The notation of first second term is a sub 2. 6 is a sub 3, okay, this one. Or a sub 3 is the notation of third term, and so on. How about 369? Okay, of course, a sub 1 is equal to 3, a sub 2 is equal to 6, a sub 3 is equal to 9, a sub 4 is equal to 12, and so on. So yan po yung notation, okay? From a sub 1, a sub 2, and so on until a sub n, okay? Another key term of sequence is rule or pattern rule. A description of how the terms is formed or how they change from one to the next. So ano po ang ibig sabihin ng rule? So ito po yung description ng bawat terms. So paano po ba sila na-formulate yung sequence? Let us consider example to understand what is a rule or pattern rule. Let us say we have the sequence 2, 4, 6, 8. So what is the rule of this pattern? So the rule of that pattern is just add 2 to the preceding term to get the next term. Okay. So ano pong ibig sabihin ng preceding term? Let us say ito yung tinutukoy mong term, ang kanyang preceding term ay 2, yung nasa left ng sequence. Okay, yun po yung preceding term na tinutukoy. So you just add the number 2 to the preceding term to get the next term. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, then plus 2 is equal to 6, then plus 2 is equal to 8, and so on. So yung adding 2 to the preceding term to get the next term, that is the rule or the pattern rule. Okay, how about number 2? 1, 4, 9, 16. What is the rule or pattern rule of the sequence? So ang pattern rule po niya ay square of counting numbers. Okay, so paano po ba yung square of counting numbers? So the first counting number again is 1. So if you square 1, 1 square is equal to 1. Okay. Squaring, let us say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Okay, let us discuss the different types of sequence. We have the first one, Fibonacci sequence. A sequence where each term after the first two is the sum of the two preceding terms. What does it mean with this Fibonacci sequence? Again, read and analyze. A sequence where each term after the first 2 is the sum of the two preceding term. Ganito po yung ibig sabihin ng Fibonacci sequence. We have example of Fibonacci sequence. Number 1, we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So ito po ay Fibonacci. So what is the pattern? Ang sinasabi po ng definition is, you are going to add the two terms. Okay? And the sum, that is the third term. So here, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So yung third term natin ay 3. And to get the next term after 3, add again the two terms. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Okay? 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, and so on. So that is the rule of Fibonacci sequence, or that is the example of Fibonacci sequence. Okay? It says here that the sum of first two term is the third term. Okay? How about this one? Is it Fibonacci sequence? 2, 4, 6, 10, 16. So, we are going to add. What is 2 plus 4? 6. So, the next term is 6. How about 4 plus 6? 10. So, the next term is 10. How about 6 plus 10? 16. So, the next term is 16. So, that is how Fibonacci sequence. Okay, again, for number 1, you are going to add the two terms to get the next term. 1 plus 2, 3, the next term. 2 plus 3, 5, the next term. And 5 plus 8 is equal to 13 to get the next term. Okay. How about this one? So ito po yung kanyang computation. 2 plus 4, 6. So next term is 6. Then the next one is 4 plus 6 is 10. Okay, the next term is 10. Then 6 plus 10, this one is equal to 16, and so on. So yan po yung Fibonacci sequence. The next type of a sequence is arithmetic sequence. What is this arithmetic sequence all about? A type of a number pattern in which every term after the first is obtained by adding a number to the preceding term. This means that in an arithmetic sequence, the difference between two consecutive terms is constant. Or, in short, in arithmetic sequence, we have the so-called common difference. If you're going to subtract two consecutive terms, then the difference should be equal to other consecutive terms. Okay, let us have examples to understand arithmetic sequence. Number one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is arithmetic sequence. But how this is arithmetic sequence? Meron ba siyang common difference? Yes. If you're going to subtract two consecutive terms, okay, yung difference ay pareho din sa kabilang consecutive terms. Okay, here, the common difference is 1. How? Let's try to subtract. 5 minus 4, 1. Okay? How about another consecutive? 4 minus 3, 1 again. Okay? How about 3 minus 2, 1. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 also. So the common difference is 1. So kapag mayroon siyang common difference, then it is arithmetic sequence. Okay? How about number 2? We have 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Try to subtract from right to left. 20 minus 15 is 5. How about the others? 15 minus 10 is 5 also. And 10 minus 5 is equal to 5 also. So we have the common difference. And the common difference is 5. How about number 3? We have 8, 5, 2, negative 1. Notice here sa ating number 3 example, decreasing yung ating sequence or arithmetic sequence. Unlike sa number 2 and number 1, increasing yung ating arithmetic sequence. Do we have common difference here? Yes, dapat merong common difference para masabing ito ay arithmetic sequence. Okay, let's try to subtract. What is negative 1 minus 2? That is negative 3. What is 2 minus 5? Negative 3. 5 minus 8 is negative 3. So therefore, the common difference is negative 3. How about number 4? The given is a fraction. Okay? How to determine if this is arithmetic or not arithmetic sequence? Okay, try to subtract. 7 over 2 minus 5 over 2. If you're going to subtract fraction and they have the same denominator, all you have to do is subtract numerator and copy the denominator. So ano po yung kanyang common difference? Since parehong 2, subtract lang natin yung numerator. 7 minus 5, 2. Okay? Then, 5 minus 3, 2. Okay? And 3 minus 1 is 2. So, ibig sabihin, 2 over 2 yung common difference or in short, 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Again, paano po naging 2 over 2? If you're going to subtract 7 minus 5, 2. And copy the denominator 2. So 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. And so on. Okay? How about the so-called geometric sequence? So geometric sequence is the other type of sequence. So what is this all about? A sequence where each term after the first is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a fixed non-zero number. The fixed multiplier is called the common ratio. Okay, kung yung arithmetic sequence ay may common difference, dito po sa geometric sequence, meron naman pong common ratio. Let's have examples to understand more about geometric sequence. Ito po yung ating example. 1, 3, 9, 27. So sabi po ng geometric sequence, which each term after the first term is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a fixed non-zero number. And that fixed multiplier is called common ratio. Okay, so ano po yung common ratio sa number 1? That is equal to 3. So if you're going to multiply 3 to the term, then the product is the next term. Okay, let us say the common ratio is 3. Multiply it by 1. 1 times 3, the product is 3. So 3 is the next term. How about 3? Then multiply ulit sa common ratio. 3 times 3, 9. So the next term is 9. And this 9 multiply by the common ratio 3. So 9 times 3, that is equal to 27. So yan po yung ibig sabihin ng common ratio. How about number 2? 3, 6, 12, 24. Is it a geometric sequence? If yes, there should have a common ratio. Okay? the common ratio is 2. So how to get the common ratio is 2? So here, if you're going to multiply 2 to the term, then the product is the next term. 3 times the common ratio 2, that is equal to 6. 6 times 2, 12. 12 times 2, 24. Pero bakit kaya ratio ang tinawag? Pero nagmumultiply tayo. Okay, ganito po yun. Kaya po tinawag na common ratio. Okay, so if you're going to divide the consecutive consecutive terms here in our sequence from right to left, dapat pare-pareho po ang ratio. Let us say 27 divided by 3 is 9. Okay? 9 divided by 3 na common ratio is 3 and 3 divided by 3 is 1. And also this one, 24 times the common ratio is 2. So 24 divided by 2 is 12. Okay? And 12 divided by 2 is 6, okay? And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So, yan po yung ibig sabihin ng common ratio. How about this one? Number 3. Ito po ay decreasing geometric sequence. 48, 24, 12, and 6. So, if you're going to divide 6 divided by 12, then the common ratio is what? What is 6 divided by 12? That is equal to 1 half. Okay. 6 we cannot divide by 12, but we can reduce that to lowest term. The lowest term of 6 over 12 is 1 half. And also, 12 over 24 is 1 half in lowest term. And 24 divided by 48 is 1 half in lowest term also. Okay? How about number 4? What is the common ratio? Is it a geometric sequence? Let's try. Okay. What is 1 divided by 1 half? Okay. That is equal to 2. Tama bang 2? Okay. So here, 1 divided by 1 half is equal to 2. 1 half divided by 1/4 is equal to 2. 1/4 divided by 1/8, that is equal to 2 also. So the common ratio is equal to 2. Next, we are going to discuss the classification of sequence. So there are two classification of sequences. We have the so-called finite sequence and infinite sequence. So what is this classification of sequences all about? Let's have first the finite sequence. A finite sequence has a specific number of terms. It has a beginning and an end. You can count all the terms. It stops after a certain point. So, mean to say, pag sinabi pong finite sequence ay may specific number of terms. So, mayroon po siyang hangganan. So, may beginning and may end. So, that is finite. Ibig sabihin, measurable siya. Okay? How about infinite sequence? From the word infinite, what does it mean? An infinite sequence has no end. It goes on forever. It keeps following the same rule endlessly. You can describe the rule, but you can't list all the terms. Okay. So pag sinabing infinite, walang katapusan. O ibig sabihin, no end. Okay? So I mean to say, you cannot count all the terms in the sequence. Okay. Example here, for finite sequence, ang finite may end, may hangganan. So example is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So wala na pong kadugtong. The sequence has 5 terms. It ends at 9. Okay, how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 terms. Okay, so yan po yung example of finite sequence. How about infinite sequence? We have here, example, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and then 3 dots. Mean to say, with these 3 dots, you can continue endlessly. Okay? Infinite ang tawag. The perfect square number and never stops. So, wala pong hangganan. Kaya po siya tinawag na infinite sequence. Okay? We are going to apply our understanding about sequence by having this activity. Answer the following questions. Okay, for the first question, give the next term of the given sequence. And the second, identify the rule. Okay, we have number 1 example. 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. So what is the next term after 20? We're going to give the next term. Sabi po ng question. Okay. So here, ito po yung ating answer. The next term here is 20. Is it correct? 5, 10, 15, 20. The next term is 25. So what is the rule? How you get 25? So the rule is letter B, question, identify the rule, add 5 to previous term to get next term. Okay, if you're going to add 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, okay? 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20, so 20 plus 5 is 25. Okay? Number 2, example. 81, 27, 9, and 3. So first, we're going to give the next term. And then second, identify the rule. So what is the next term in our sequence? 81, 27, 9, and 3. So the next term there is 1. Okay. So how we get 1? What is the rule? Okay, the rule is divide the previous term by 3 to get the next term. So try nga nating divide. 81 divided by 3 is 27. Okay. 27 divided by 3 is equal to 9. Okay. 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. Okay. And 3 divided by 3, that is equal to 1. So the next term here is equal to 1. Okay? And this is the rule. For number 3 example, we have 3, 6, 12, 24, and what is the next term? So what is the pattern or what is the rule? Notice here, we just multiply the preceding term to get the next term. Okay, multiply it by 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. And 24 times 2 is equal to 48. So the next term is 48. And the rule is multiply the previous term to get the next term. Okay? Number 4, example. We have 4, 8, 10, 18, and so on. So what is the next term in our sequence? Okay, what is the pattern? Notice here, we just, what? We just add the two terms to get the next term. Ito po ay Fibonacci sequence. 2 plus 8, 10. Okay, 10 is the next term. And then 8 plus 10 is 18. So 18 is the next term. So here, if you're going to add 10 plus 18, that is equal to 28. Meaning to say, the first or the next term after 18 is 28. Okay? So what is the pattern? The next term is the sum of the two terms before it. Okay. How about this number 5 example? So hindi po siya numbers, kundi ito po ay boxes. So sa ating pong boxes, we have pattern. Okay. From 1, then will become 4, then will become 3 times 3 is 9. So what is the next pattern or what is the next in our sequence? So here, ito po yung ating sagot. So the next one is the count of box. So 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 and then ito po ay 9 and the next term is 16. So tama bang 16? So mag-a-add tayo ng 1 sa column at dun sa row. Okay, kagaya po dito, 1, naging 2, and then 2. And then from 2, 3 by 3. Then from 3 by 3, 4 by 4. If you're going to count all, ang boxes po dyan ay 16. So what is the rule here? Perfect square of counting numbers. Okay? 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, and 4 square is 16. That's why the next here is 16 boxes. Okay? How about if the given is a fraction? Okay. So sa atin pong term sa sequence ay fraction. Now, give the next term of the given sequence. So what is the next term? And second question, what is the rule? So ito po yung ating sequence. Try to look and analyze. Yung ating numerator, pare-parehong 1. But sa denominator, ay meron po siyang changes. So, from 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay, what is the rule here? What is the pattern? So, you just multiply 2 to the previous term to get the next term. So, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. Now, what is the rule? Okay? So here, masasagot na natin yung next term, 16 times 2 is 32. So 1 over 32 is the next term. Okay? How about the rule? Getting half or multiply each term by 1/2 to get the next term. Okay? For example, dito po sa ating first term, ito po yung 1/2 natin. If you're going to multiply 1/2, dapat ang makuha natin ay 1/4. So if you multiply 1/2, then 1/2 that is equal to 1/4. Tama ba? In multiplying fraction, multiply numerators, 1 times 1 is equal to 1, and multiply denominators, 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Okay, so the next term is 1/4. Okay, this one. Okay, and 1/4 times 1/2, that is 1/8. 1 over 8 times 1/2, 1 over 16. So 1 over 16 times 1/2, 1 over 32. Ito po yung ating next term. Okay, so let's have another activity to master the lesson about sequences. We have this activity B. Find the next term in the given sequence and tell the type of sequence. Okay, let's have this 1 to 5 sequences. Okay, we're going to determine or find the next term, and then we're going to tell what type of sequence is this. Number 1, 2, 8, 32, 128. What is the next term? I will give you 5 seconds to answer. The next term is equal to 512. So ano ba yung rule? Bakit 512 ang next term? Notice here, start po tayo dito. Identify the rule. 2, then naging 8, then naging 32. So ano po yung pattern? Just multiply by 4. 2 times 4, 8. Okay? 8 times 4, 32. Okay? 32 times 4, 128. 128 times 4, 512. Okay? Since nag-multiply tayo, then that is geometric. How about number 2? Negative 6, negative 1, 4, and 9. So what is the next term? Okay? So here, notice here, we just add 5 to the previous term to get the next term. Kaya po dito, 4 plus 9, that is equal to 14. Or 13 rather. Okay? 4 plus 9 is equal to 13. So what is this? Adding 5. So kapag nag-add tayo or nag-subtract, that is arithmetic sequence. Okay. How about number 3? 11, 8, 5, 2. What is the next term? So decreasing yung ating sequence. So parang we are going to subtract 3 or add negative 3. Okay? So 11 minus 3 is 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 minus 3 is 2. What is 2 minus 3? That is negative 1. So negative 1 is the next term. So since nag-add or nag-subtract tayo, that is arithmetic sequence. How about number 4? We have 2, 5, 7, and then 12. What is the next term? So try to analyze the given sequence. If you're going to add by 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. That's correct. But 5 plus 3 is 8. Ang nakalagay pong next term dito ay 7. So hindi po addition. How about multiplication? Do we have a number multiplied by 2 that is equal to 5? Okay, wala po. So hindi po siya arithmetic, hindi rin siya geometric. Now, what sequence is this? Ito po yung tinatawag nating Fibonacci sequence. Okay? Add the two terms or consecutive terms to get the next term. So here, 2 plus 5, 7. Okay? Then 5 plus 7, 12. That is the next term. So what is 7 plus 12? That is equal to 19. So yan po ay Fibonacci sequence. How about number 5? Fraction. 1/3, 2/3, 4/3, 8 over 3. So lahat po ng denominator ay the same. Okay? Pero ang numerator, may pattern ba tayo? Yes, meron po tayong pattern. Okay? So what is the pattern? By just multiplying 2 to the numerator. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 4, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So what is the next term? 8 times 2, 16, and then copy the denominator 3, 16 over 3. That is the pattern, or that is the next term. Now, what type of sequence? Okay, since nag-multiply tayo, yan po ay geometric sequence. Okay? How about this activity C? Answer what is being asked in the problem. So application po ito ng sequences. We have number 1, an initial investment of 5,000 pesos grows by doubling every year. What is the total amount after 4 years? Okay. So this problem, try to answer, and kapag meron naman po kayong sagot, please share to us what is your answer. Okay? Pwede po nyong i-post yung video na ito and try to solve applying sequence. Okay? Thank you for watching, guys. I hope that you learned about sequences. See you on my next discussion about sequence and series.